How do I share? That'll be fine. Okay. Nope. Okay. Yeah. I'm still coming back down from my cold. Hang on, I'll just take my hoodie off. This is annoying. Just taking my hoodie off. There we go. I'm free. I'll just post the link to the stream on my Twitter. I will. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know why it's showing the my background image on as a thumbnail for the stream, but yeah, I'll take it. It's nice. It's nicer than just having my desk like the last two streams. I don't know why it did it now and not on the other two streams, but yeah, it works. It's fine. Ooga booga. Notifications. What's up there? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Going to put the stream. Yeah. There you go. There we go. Okay. I guess we can just do drawing today for for this stream, and talking. I guess if people is it darker on the stream than it is in OBS? I think it is. I mean I think nah, it's fine. Okay. I'll turn the brightness up a tiny bit. Hang on. Properties. Configure. Then I guess like to 51, 60. Okay. Okay. I think that's a good brightness. It kind of goes crazy bright when it's adjusting. But okay. You caught a glimpse of my the mess in my room and my other desks in the rest of my room in last stream and the stream before. I think in both streams I showed off a little bit, so you know how hectic this is and what I'm working with. I'm working with a lot of equipment. Here, my Death Note mug. I weirdly I don't trust I don't trust the Death Note mug or any kind of branded mugs or eating things or food holding things. I for some reason I don't trust them not to be poisonous. I think it's something about having knowledge about how it's been in a package or something about like no, I don't know what it is. It's something about it makes me not trust, and something about things like this make me not trust drinking or eating out of things like that, or things with brands or art or something on them in kind of a weird way. These, yeah, that's fine. Mess. Yeah, okay, so I put one of my sketchbooks under, because there's kind of the table that I'm working on, the desk, is not fully level, so I need to put a sketchbook under the paper in order to be able to do anything. I am still coming down from a cold that lasted an entire week. It was not fun at all. Put the coffee there. Notifications. Yeah, okay. Something really good that I got for Christmas, that my dad got me, that I actually really want to show off, are these pens. You can't really, well, you can kind of see them, but it makes it too bright. I'll adjust the lamp. Yeah, that's more like it. And it's not just these. There are more. Wow. And even more. Oh shit, knocked something over. And it's the same on this side. And there's, yay, very cool. So yeah, this was kind of like my favourite, the best present that I got. Is someone watching? No, it just moved. Okay. Yeah. So I was really happy with this. I think this is the best present that I got, and I'd like to make very good use of them. I'll just put that over over there. It's really good that there's a timer in the YouTube Studio, because otherwise, as I said in the first stream, I would have no understanding of how long I've been sitting here talking or doing anything, and it's actually very helpful making me more conscious of time, because I have zero ability to perceive time. I'm actually very retarded in that way. Where are my things? I think, yeah, okay. And then if I do that, will I blind you? No, that's fine. Okay, hooray! And then these are my pens. I never learned what the different letters and things on the pencils mean. I know they mean different hardness and levels of hardness and softness, and levels of detail, and like how sketchy or how defined you want your lines to be. But I never learned, because when I was like my entire teenage years, I used do I have any? No, that's my other pen cup. I don't know. I don't have any on hand, but I used to use, for like the entire my entire teenage life, I only used those orange mechanical pencils that you twist this part to bring out the tiny bits of lead. That was all that I worked with for years, and that's yeah, I only used mechanical pencils and printer paper that I stole from school. Is what I do was what I do was take a wad of paper from the printer and say, I'm going to do some drawing with this wad of paper, and then I'd only draw with like the first like three pages, but then I would put the entire stack that I took out of the printer in my bag, and then take it home and then continue drawing. Yeah. So that was fun. That was nice. Can you actually see if I do some drawing? Can you see from this angle? There. Is that a good angle? Set you. And this is what I'm working with. I have my Death Note mug and this what are they? Ginger wafers, an empty, very old ginger wafers, homemade ginger wafers container, and 2 mugs, a paper cup, an empty jam jar, and like one of those plastic party mugs. That's what I use for, and this nice kind of pencil casey thing. This is the only like proper pencil holder thing that I have. This is what I'm working with. Everything that I work with, everything that I do is scuffed to hell. Look how mangled and horrible this is. I'm talking way too much and not drawing enough. But it's fine. No one's watching me anyway. It's fine. I'm kind of just doing this to kind of get into the habit of doing something daily, and I want to make this a regular thing, so that it kind of has so I'm kind of forced into doing productive things. Pardon me. Because if I have an audience, or at least a couple of people watching, who are kind of keeping a watch on me or keeping an eye on me, making sure that I get things done, and that I like getting on my case, then I think that will be really helpful. Because otherwise I'll just end up not doing anything. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. This is always... Oh, you can't even fucking see it. This is so insane. This is so ridiculous. Okay. You can't even see what I'm drawing. Can you? It's on OBS. I can't see what I'm drawing, but on the computer. Stop making the bright. This is. Hang on. I'm gonna grab a different lamp because this one is just massive tism. I got a different lamp. So maybe if I turn that off and everything goes dark, you're blind now. If I turn the other, yeah, that's right in my face. Can you see better? Like that. You still can't fucking see anything. Oh, what the fuck? I have no idea how to like do like professional lighting and stuff. And this camera is actually, well, it's not cheap, but it was the cheapest that I could get that still kind of fulfilled the function that I wanted. That's casting a shadow. I was looking for a shadow, but I got a ghost looking for a shadow. No one knows that song. Okay. Yeah, okay. Fine, okay, whatever. I always start... I actually don't... I was going to say I always start very sketchy, but I actually never stop being sketchy. People always... there are lots of memes and stuff about, like, sketch layers and stuff when you make the sketch layer invisible. And you only show the line art. That's what I'm thinking about. then it looks really ugly. But I never really do line art. I just kind of do more defined sketch over it. I never really got into. I'm doing this without any references either. I never got into doing line art. Just not very fun. I like kind of the freedom of just sketching and doing more defined sketches over other less defined sketches. Do the collarbones here, shoulders, and that bit of the neck that looks like another person coming out of the neck. I'm not. I have no plan for this stream. I have no like no I don't know what I'm drawing. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of just going based on instinct because that's kind of what I do when I draw. I always start with the head, then go to the shoulders, and then like this. I don't know what character or whatever this is going to be. Usually I have some idea of what I want to draw, but this is a very, very simple, very rough preliminary sketch. Like maybe this can be like an original thing or a new character that I'm just doing for the stream, and maybe this can be kind of a concept page. I don't know. I'd like to do streams where I'm learning to do 3D, because what I'd like to do is take. I have years of characters and of drawings, and have been creating this one. Well, I've been creating multiple, but one main story for years. And what I'd like to do is make it into a comic series and then an animated series as well, or maybe just an animated series. But I'm aware of going into making an animation just off the bat and with no source material to work from. So that's why I spent a lot of time planning things out, and because plotting is actually really really important. A lot of problems that you see in a lot of things is actually purely down to not having a plan. Not plotting things ahead, because when you have a plan, you can kind of get into it. When you have a bullet pointed list of the things and of the scenes that you, I've actually kind of entirely plotted out in like 3 entire. I've plotted out one kind of slice of life anime thing, 3-season long slice of life anime about a femboy streamer who plays chess and is like a chess master, and I actually I'm really happy with like how his story has come together, and how I've literally like almost scene by scene I've plotted out like the main key points. They're just like the filler bits and like the background characters that I need to do. If I had funding and like a studio or something could pick it up, I could literally like go and pitch it and make it done. It like the entire thing is figured out, like the entire plot. Whereas if I hadn't figured it out, if I was going from scratch, and if like for example I wasn't allowed to make if I got a budget, and if I got the people to work with me, like the same same equipment that I would want for that Femboy chess streamer show. But I wasn't allowed to make that show or any show that I had figured out beforehand. If I had to make an original show, that'd be way more difficult, and I'd have to work it out on the fly while making the thing. Obviously, I would have to take some time in the early stages to plot the entire thing out, but it's far less efficient and opens you up to way more problems if you go on the fly. Like, there's a thing, really good video about the CGI in Love and Thunder, and how Taika Waititi just wanted to keep changing things over and over and over again. And you know that thing in the Multiverse of Madness had lots of behind the scenes issues and had to change the script multiple times. And then there's the entire thing like the sequel trilogy. They had no plan. And this isn't like me going into another rant about like how bad films are. This is me actually saying to you, future creatives, you need you pointing at the camera, you need to plot out what like the story is. Like that sounds really basic and really simple, and like it sounds like a no-brainer, but it is actually like one of the most important things that you can do, that you need to do. You need at least a bullet pointed list of the events that need to take place in your story. At best, you want like a scene by scene, word by word, actual script that you are a definitive plotted out plan for the thing that you're trying to make. Obviously, you want to make room for improv or for flexibility. Sometimes the best things, like in Empire Strikes Back, Han, when Leia says "I love you," Han saying "I know," that was I think that was improv. And there are, people can probably like cite loads of examples of improv being insane and really good. So you want to be rigid and certain enough in your plan so that it's not total chaos and a total mess that just falls apart when you're actually trying to make the thing. But do you want to be flexible enough to fit in things that that come up in production that might actually be better than what you first thought? Loads of things that have, because as I said, I've been working on my main story for years, and loads of things have just popped into my head. In its original conception, it was very much a cross between the things. The main inspirations were RWBY, RWBY, and Stickman fighting animations on YouTube, like the RHG Hyun's Dojo, that kind of thing. Those were the main inspirations. And so in its first conception, the entire story was kind of just these really cool and really powerful individuals fighting each other, sing to rock songs. Like the song, the character I showed you the other day, yesterday, Grim. He first came to me when I was listening to the song Mirrors by Aviators, and I imagined my then main character Blaze fighting Grim to the song Mirrors by Aviators. And loads of other characters have grown out of just listening to rock songs and me imagining. And I know that a lot of creatives have this kind of process of images kind of flowing out of music or out of just vibing to songs or vibing to whatever is going on in their atmosphere. But for me, it was specifically about Stickman fighting animations to these songs. In my head, they weren't stick figures; they were actually like characters. But then again, the characters have changed a lot. But anyway, that was what it was when I was like 14. That was its first conception. But now I've done so much. Like there's this whole fucking like there's like the Empire, and there's like the demons and the gods and like the Titans, and there's the Tsarist Russia with mechs and airships, and there's like this hyper Nietzschean ANCAP Doctor Doom, but in yellow. And there's the witches and the cursed like items and swords and stuff, and someone has like the acid sword and he's a pirate, and it's like the whole thing. I've actually recycled a lot of characters from because back when I was 14, I had that story, and I also had a medieval fantasy story, very generic, very kind of piss. Um, I don't know. It was messy, but yeah. But I've recycled a lot of characters and concepts from that um, into the current like main big story, and that's actually another bit of advice that I would give. People talk about killing your darlings or tossing away ideas to focus on the main idea that you're working on, which like I understand the the logic, but I would say don't kill your darlings. Just pull them on up. Just put them on ice. Because you want, if you have an idea, you want to that's actually really good. You write it down and you keep it stored away for a later date, because it could be that you could recycle that idea and put it into the main idea that you want. I had a Rakshasa character, like in D&D, the kind of the tiger guys, who was in my medieval fantasy story, and he was kind of unfocused. He was kind of a mental character, but kind of a hero character, kind of a villain character. He was really messy, and I didn't really know what I was doing with him. But now I've completely recycled his character, and now he's a person, but with kind of a tiger theme. He's really fucking hard. Actually, I should draw him. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna draw the character that I'm talking about while talking about him. In the medieval fantasy story, he was really messy and kind of Blair, like unfocused. The main theme of this story is that I was really unfocused, but now I'm focusing. But I managed to take him, make him into a person, and now in his current conception, he's still a bit confused because I haven't fully worked out his character, but he is more well-rounded, and he actually makes sense, you know? Anyway. This is going to display what I was talking about yesterday with like the anime DILFs and the Amish beard. I never draw beards that way. I need to draw the full beard, and this character has a full beard because he's kind of a tiger. He's kind of a hairy. But it might display what I was talking about with how it's actually quite difficult to draw full beards. I kind of want him to be kind of like Neuvillette from Genshin Impact, but with a beard and more chunky, more muscly, and with kind of an orange and turquoise theme, and more of a tiger theme than a water theme, and more kind of monk-ish than why can't I talk? Well, whatever vibe that he has, like kind of an aristocratic, high class kind of French thing, you know. Anyway, he put the mouth and then the eyes. This is just a sketch right now. I'll make the things more defined in a second. This character actually has a really plays a really important role to multiple of the other main characters. He's kind of a side character, but he's also very important. He kind of plays a mentor to one of the good guys early on, and then plays mentor to one of the bad guys later on, and then but the bad guy character is kind of good e bad e. It's hard to explain, but it yeah. We give multiple rings to the irises because I want him to kind of have a tigery look to him. I hate that I keep making my characters look cross-eyed when they're not supposed to. Giving him kind of shaggy. Oh, everything's gone bright. What's going on? Okay. Okay. I'm giving him kind of shaggy eyebrows, kind of bushy, spiky eyebrows. Then I'm going to go onto the beard. Make his shoulders higher, make him more Dilf-like, make him look a bit older and more strong looking. I haven't really figured out what I want his beard to look like. Like if I want his mustache to kind of, oh yeah, that's actually quite nice. The upward curl. Yeah. Okay. Ignore me. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Why does it keep going bright? Anyway. put some kind of darker stripes in his hair and in his beard because he's kind of got a tiger theme. So yeah, kind of like what I showed you the other day, the character with the spider theme having the kind of spidery fangs shape in his hair, and this kind of the bit in the mustache kind of looks a bit like fangs-ish, sort of, and that kind of evokes a tigery or saber-tooth idea. Then these dips in the eyes are kind of tigery. Could say he's got the eye of the tiger. I hate that song. I'm not even kidding. Anyway. Yeah. So then I can, I don't know, I give him some clothes. Very basic. Then I guess we can use the cool pens that I got to colour him in. I dropped the pen. Okay. I guess I can use the black fine liner to make the lines more defined. Yeah, that works. Let's find a suitable orange. A whole row of oranges. That just makes it more difficult though. Let's go with these. That's way too neon. find a yellow for the eyes. Where's a yellow? There were yellows. Green. Yellow. There's kind of green yellows. Okay, I won't use yellows from there. I'll use yellows from the Death Note mug. No, I won't. Those are terrible yellows. Well, the FFX mug. Oh, that's a yellow and an orange. Yeah. So we'll make the central circle yellow. You make the pupil yellow, then you make part of the iris kind of pale orange. Yeah, you know, kind of creepy, kind of like a tiger man sort of ish. Then you take. Is that a thin yellow? Oh yeah, it's kind of scratchy. So then put some. Oh no, that was terrible. I messed up. Then you make some black lines in his hair to kind of evoke a sort of tigery idea in the mind of the viewer, and then you kind of make the edges of the beard more defined, and yeah. I don't know, it kind of looks terrible, but oh, I should put some black in the eyebrows. Yeah, kind of looks terrible, but I don't know, it looks even worse on the screen. But I don't know, it works. Kind of imagine that 3D animated. How long is just 48 minutes. Okay. Then I guess because he kind of has turquoise clothes. Is that a good turquoise? No, it's a bit too dark. How about that? Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, and I just splatter some turquoise around here because he kind of wears some turquoise robes. Good enough. Yeah. Some coffee. Yeah, so that's basically his character was really confused and weird when he was I kind of literally just took the illustration of the Rakshasa from the 3.5 Monster Manual, D&D 3.5 Monster Manual, and kind of turned it into a character for the medieval fantasy story that I had. That's why he has turquoise clothes and had turquoise robes in the medieval fantasy thing. But now he's kind of a completely different thing, which is kind of similar aesthetics and the same name. And now he's a person. instead of Rakshasa. Yeah, so now he's kind of a monk thing, and he eats these kind of fruits that grew out of the corpse of a god. It's a whole thing, and eating the fruits kind of make you go insane and make you kind of monstrous, but also makes you see the future and makes you really powerful. And you need to do monk training and become really wise and powerful and meditate a lot to be able to eat even a tiny part of the fruit and not go turn into a completely insane murderous monster thing. And he is a leading monk character who is really wise and powerful, and he has eaten some of the fruit, which makes him really powerful. And he has like fire, tiger, claw thing powers, and he can do just fire bending kind of things, but not normal fire, magic fire stuff. Yeah, while other characters who eat the fruit kind of turn into like monster things and like to become kind of cursed, like the one turns into a giant, massive kind of white centipede snake monster thing, which I should draw at some point. But yeah, so yeah, that's a whole thing. Anyway, not entirely happy with this illustration. I think I get distracted by the idea of being um, being watched. I've never really been able to work well while being watched, which I kind of have to get used to if I'm going to draw on stream. You know, but I've always worked alone, and I've always kind of run away from working in groups or working even in the same room as other people, or drawing in the same room as other people, because I guess I get kind of embarrassed if someone watches me in work in progress, unless I don't know, I kind of have some issues about being perceived like at all, or being looked at in a way that I don't have absolute control over, which is kind of like a part of what this is for, kind of making me better and more okay at being looked at. Uh, so when I'm drawing and stuff, I don't know, feel kind of violated if a person like looks over my shoulder at what I'm drawing, even if it's like completely innocuous or just an unfinished thing. I'd feel like, oh no, run! I need to fucking run away and scream and hide in a spare room or something. I don't know. I have issues. I want this to be about like at least. I want each stream to be at least an hour long, and we're seven. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're 6 minutes away from an hour, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just, yeah. I don't know. I'd like it if more people from Twitter, like from my Twitter, actually like showed up. But I know like people are busy and stuff, and like people don't really. Uh, I don't know. uh, I don't know. I'm kind of just killing time right now. Now it's less than 5 minutes to the end of this stream. In the last stream and the stream before that, I had friends that I DM with regularly, in chat. So I actually had people to respond to and people to like entertain. Hang on, two two concurrent viewers. What's going on? Are people actually watching? Is it? Oh, hello. Hello. I don't know you. um. Uh. Did you just stumble across this, or did you find me through my Twitter post that I put up? Um. But yeah, I am trying to make a habit out of streaming at least for an hour every weekday. Oh, okay. Hello. I haven't been keeping an eye on my notifications, so I don't know everyone who's subscribed, even though I only have like 500, I think, last I checked, which like should be. I should I should do a better job of remembering people, but then I haven't posted anything like for a year or something. um, but yeah, I am trying um, to stream at least an hour every weekday at 5 o'clock UK time. At least for now, I think I need to make a proper schedule for for me to actually like um, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to get into a a routine and um, I don't know. I have a plan in the future to like do a morning stream that's actually focused on stuff, and then an afternoon stream that's more chill, kind of like more like this. And in the morning stream, I do specific things and maybe do. Um, I want to learn. I said in the first stream towards the end, but I want to learn 3D modeling, 3D animation, and also game dev and stuff like that. And I thought like if I do it on stream, then I can have people watching over my shoulder to actually make sure that I do it, make sure that I commit to this thing that I actually do want to do, because otherwise I just won't. And also it'll be really helpful because if another person watches, if another person wants to learn that kind of thing as well, I think it'll be helpful to do it with another like, alongside another person who's learning in real time. Um, and so when I actually get into a routine of this and make an actual schedule, that's the kind of thing I'd like to be doing in the mornings. And I don't know. Right now everything's very very unstructured, very messy. I don't even know like how this stream had a my background image from my YouTube channel as a thumbnail. I didn't do that. I don't know why that happened. In the last two streams, it just took a random screenshot from the stream or showed something. It didn't show any thumbnail or anything. So I don't know why that happened now. Um, yeah. um, at some point, I'd like to. I've said in like all three streams now that I want to do a stream where I show off the 100 days of drawing that I did last year, because I'm really proud of that. But I don't want to do it in like a stream where no one's watching. Um, but then again, like yeah, it's yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. um, it's now been an hour, so I guess if the one person talking in chat that doesn't want me to do anything, I might just go. yeah, I think I think I'm done here. But yeah, I did a very crap portrait drawing of a character that I really wasn't very happy with live on stream. So yay, I did a thing. I did a thing today. But yeah, it works. um, so, I guess I'll just go now. Thank you for watching. If you're still there, or whoever else was watching. So yeah, good goodbye.